broadcast on Facebook Live.
Sadashiv Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Shruti Smriti Puranana Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhasha Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. From which verse, Diptiji?
24 to 28.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Tritiyo Dhyayaha. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Utsideyurime lokaha. Na kuryan karma chedaham. Sankarasya cha kartasyam. Upahanyami maf prajaha. Saktah karmanya vidvamsaha. Yatha kurvanti bharata. Kuryat vidvams tatha saktaha. Chikirshur loka sangraham. Na buddhi bhedam janayet. Ajnanam karma sanginam. Joshayet sarva karmani. Vidvan yukta samacharan. Prakrite kriyamanani. Gunai karmani sarvashaha. Ahankara vimudatma. Kartaham iti manyate. Tattva vittu mahabaho. Guna karma vibhagayaho. Guna guneshu vartanta. Iti matva na sajjate. Prakrite guna sammudaha. Sajjante guna karmasu. Tana kritsna vido mandan. Kritsna vinna vichalayet.
Very good. Thank you. So we are looking at the two contrasts, how an ignorant person identifies with the karya, the product, the produce, the effect of Prakriti, which is gunas. Those gunas are seen functioning. They result in karmas. The entire body, human body, all bodies, the sthula Prakriti, the sthula Jagat is gunatmika. The gross gunas have a predominant half part of the subtle tanmatra and the rest of the half part is equally divided into four other gunas, four other elements. So there's a main element. If it's a space, 50% is space. The rest of 50% is equally divided into the other four elements. The same thing happens with fires, earth, fire, uh, air, fire, water, and earth. And once it has gone through this panchikaranam, I'm repeating again for clarity's sake. Panchikaranam is the process of physicality that we see, how we see the physical world. This physical world has come about because of the Prakriti's gunas, which are in their unmanifest state, which you cannot know because you don't have equipments to know, you don't have instruments to know, because the very instruments with which we know, which is our Gyan Indriya, those Gyan Indriyas are actually a product of the gross elements. When those subtle elements have gone through the process of grossification. So the entire world, along with our sense organs, is because of, means the physical body, the sense organs, is because of the grossification of the subtle elements. So these gross elements are not capable of knowing their subtle elements. At the level of the gross, they can only know their gross counterpart. So, what is the Jagat made up of? This entire Jagat is physical world, is from the tamasic amsha. This physical world is now perceivable as gross, but at the same time, antakaranam is still the subtle element. So our senses, the shakti of sunna, smell karna, uh, touch, हवा को महसूस करना, taste, स्वाद, है ना. So these शब्द सुनना, आंख देखना, so ये जो शक्ति है, that capacity to have these sense perceptions is only possible because what binds these sense perceptions to their respective sense contacts, sense organs contacting their sense objects, is because they have a common tanmatra. So, ear is from the subtle space element, and sound is what is conveyed through it, which is possible because of the sattvic element which binds them. Guna guneshu vartante. So, the simplest way to understand, if you are not able to follow all this, don't worry. The simplest way to know it is that simple sentence: इंद्रिया अपने विषयों को ही जान सकती है. Gunaha here means your indriyas. Guneshu means they rest in their respective sense objects. इसी में वो रहती है, वो और कहीं नहीं जा सकती है. So expand this sentence into your entire experiential world. And our entire experiential world is only sensory. Therefore, the ignorant one, जो ये नहीं जानता कि ये सब गुण का व्यापार व्यवहार माइक है. माइक है मीन्स इट इज, प्रकृति इज माया आधारित, माया आश्रित. माया आश्रित इज पारमार्थिक आश्रित, which means it is Brahman ashrit. That connection, if you are able to develop in your understanding, this entire Jagat, Gunatmika, we see. Therefore, what happens? We get involved. Very simple example. When you see a movie, when you go to see a movie, where are you involved? You're involved in what you see on the screen. You're involved in the kriya part, the prana part, the feelings, the emotions, the knowledge part. It holds your senses and your mind. आप उसको जान सकते हो क्योंकि यहाँ से वो कनेक्ट हो रहा है. But the one who doesn't know that this is entirely gunatmika, there is a screen that supports it. That screen is akriya. That screen remains without acting, without doing anything. In fact, because it is not doing anything, it is inactive. Can there be a active movie projected? There is a changeless substratum. Because of the presence of the changeless substratum, you find a changing world in continuity, which is understandable, which is perceivable, which seems to have a sequence, etc. Therefore, the one who is ignorant of the fact that Atma kuch nahi karti. Atma is just a sakshi. It is ever present, eternally there, changelessly available as Satchitananda Swabhav, Swarup of one's own self. That Atma is Brahman, which is the common changeless factor of the entire Prakriti. And what is binding this Jiva to the world is that there is this common Prakriti here and the world, but due to ignorance, I see a bheda there, that this individual is separate from the world, and there is a niche that upadhi bheda is there. Upadhi distinction that one feels oneself. I am separate, Ishvara is separate, Ishvara has Maya Upadhi, I have this Avidya Upadhi. Because of the Upadhi Bheda, this individual gets involved. वो वहाँ नहीं ठहर रहा जहाँ चेंजलेसनेस है, वो वहाँ इन्वॉल्व हो रहा है जहाँ चेंज है. तो वो जब देख रहा है स्क्रीन पे सब कुछ हो रहा है, he jumps into that experience as I, and that is ahankar. When you identify with this body as मैं, this organ of perception as मैं, मेरी आंख, मेरा कान, मेरे शब्द, मेरा कर्म, मेरा ये सारा identification is because of ignorance, self ignorance, that is given rise to identifying with this sharira and thoughts. Common binding of all the thoughts is ahankar, and that ahankar is misplaced on Atma. When we say misplaced on Atma, means you have superimposed it on this changeless substratum. This little identity projected it. It's a projection of identification with one body. Identification with one body, you've projected it, and that ahankara deludes one. And because gunas are acting as gunas, guna guneshu vartante, not knowing this, one believes that even though you see all this, whatever you have to do, you see all this that's happening, identifying with ahankar, you believe yourself to be the karta. And guna se hi karam hota hai, that is one vibhaga. All karmas come from gunas. That is one type of separation that one can do. Means wherever there is action, wherever your perception, it is supported by gunas. It is substratum is first substratum is immediate substratum is gunas. Gunon se hi karam hote hain. So according to your attitudes, according to your understanding, according to your inner growth, according to your development, in a maturity, आपकी अंदर कितनी स्थिरता है, आपके अंदर कितनी समझ है, उस समझ के हिसाब से आप कर्म करते हैं और वही दुनिया में दिखता है. एवरीवेयर यू सी, अपनी अपनी समझ से हर कोई काम करता है. दैट इज वन विभाग. बट अवर आचार्यस आर grounded in Atma Vidya, and their purpose is to expand that vision into helping others to also arrive at this understanding. To them, Guna Karma Vibhaga, as per Madhusudan Saraswati ji, is Guna और कर्म को on one side, उसका विभाग है from Atma, the changeless. So both the understandings are relevant. I'll repeat the understandings again. One understanding is गुणों से ही कर्म होते हैं, which is relatively seen everywhere. As per our maturity, as per our understanding, we respond to work, we respond in our reactions, we respond to the stimulus. हमारे कर्म हमारी समझ से निकलते हैं और वो हमारी समझ is actually our gunas. If I am a sattvic predominant person, my karmas are sattvic karmas. This vibhaga, this kind of a vibhaga, you will see later on in another chapter, I think 16th chapter, where according to the gunas, there are various what is a sattvic karma, what is a rajasic karma, what is a tamasic karma. These will come later on. Exact chapter, I don't remember now, 16th or 17th, one of them. I don't know, it could be 18th also. I'll have to refer back. So, what are your sattvic karmas, rajasic karmas? Which karmas will be called sattvic? Which karmas will be called rajasic? Which karmas will be called tamasic? Which knowledge is sattvic? Which knowledge is rajasic? Which knowledge is tamasic? Which shraddha is sattvic? Which shraddha is etc. So here you see the karma and the gunas have a vibhag. That is one way, and it's perfectly fine because Gita follows this system also of vibhag, guna karma vibhag. But the other way which conveys it is ज्ञानी पुरुष. आपको कब पता है कि आपका ज्ञान स्थिर है अब? When your knowledge, you can see the gunas and the karmas in one category. सब हो रहा है. But who is the one who is seeing it? Changeless. That sakshi there. That sakshi is with reference to upadhi here still. वो विभाग. Atma is changeless, is Brahman. और that Atma जानने वाला doesn't get deluded with these gunas when they operate within themselves. Guna guneshu vartante, then they do not get deluded. Such a one, he says, is not getting attached to these changing व्यवहारिक world. अपना सुख इसमें नहीं देखता. Does not depend upon happiness on the world. Why? Because that dependence of happiness on the world is what? Where are gunas coming from? Maya. Excellent. Mayik hai. Prakriti is also, but Prakriti, if you would have said, I would say go back. What is Prakriti? It's Mayik. जो यहाँ पे सब हिल रहा है, बदल रहा है, माइक है. आपकी समझ जैसे बदलेगी, आपकी जिंदगी बदलेगी, आपके एक्सपीरियंसेस बदलेंगे, आपका सब कुछ बदलता है जैसे आपकी समझ बदलती है. Why? Because based on the changing gunas, your life will also keep changing till the point where you're establishing yourself in sattvic guna predominantly, and such a one, when you start getting adhikaratvam for jnanam, and this you are established in the knowledge, he is a tattva with. That tattva with, I think I took, I was, that tattva with, here he said, who has guna and karma vibhag, and we were to do this today, a little here that he gives a little extra vision. What is tattvam? Yathatmyam, a beautiful word. इसका संस्कार बिठा लेना चाहिए. Tattva means yathatmyam. And what is yathatmyam? Yatha atmyam means जैसा है, वेति, knowing it as is. When you know something as is, that is yathatmya. Veti means knowing, janna. Knowing something as is. Like, for example, what is this? Can we see?
Pen.
Pen.
Note.
Pen. Okay. What else?
Plastic.
Plastic. Very good. What else?
The newspapers.
Sorry?
Ink.
Ink. Okay. Got a refill in it. Okay. What else?
An object. Writing.
An object. Very good. Sorry, something else.
A tool. A tool.
Very good. A tool, a writing tool. Excellent. What else?
Non-living.
Very good. Non-living. Very good. What else?
It doesn't change.
It doesn't change. Okay. It.
Like, it doesn't. I mean, it won't grow as years go by if it remains the same.
But it will deteriorate as years go by. The white will become yellow. Yes. Can break later, so it will change. Very good. Yes. You can use it now, but it can break. What else? What else?
It doesn't have sakshi. It's like, it's
Very good.
no life in it.
Very good. Yes.
Non-thinking object.
Non-thinking object doesn't have life. Very good. Very good. What else? Start with your senses. What do you see? Pen you saw. What else do you see? What do the eyes do? What do eyes give knowledge of?
Color, form.
So what is, did you mention the color so far?
Blue color.
See, absolutely, it doesn't know itself. Yes, it is made up of parts. Very good. Excellent.
Blue, white.
Color, yes. Blue. So eyes are giving you information of color and form. You can't see it, you're online. I mean, you can't feel it, you're online. But what is now the anuman? If it's a blue color, what is, you can infer. What are you infer? Very good. I can see it, it cannot see me. Excellent. Hanji?
Past knowledge already which is there. So I'm inferring to that blue color which I already know.
So I also know if this is a blue color in its cap, then it must be right having a blue ink, probably, if it's an original pen. What is a yathatmya gyan? All this that we said are verifiable. That it is plastic, verifiable. That it is blue color, verifiable. That it has got a refill in it or not, verifiable. That it is um, inert, verifiable. That it doesn't know me, I know, all the verifiable as is. This is yathatmyam. Now, what is not yathatmyam? On the same pen, what will become what is not yathatmyam? As is. नहीं है वो. आपको पेन की जगह क्या दिख
It
रहा है?
rise or not?
हाँ जी.
Whether it rises or not.
Okay. But that is a doubt. That's buddhi vishay, whether it will write or not. वो प्रश्न है, doubt है. यथार्थ में क्या है? Instead of a pen, what did you see? You mistook
Some
it.
plastic.
You mistook it to be some plastic something or a pencil or something similar, because you can impose. Suddenly you say, oh, I have never seen this. What is this? This is.
It's not a spoon.
हाँ जी.
I think it's not like a spoon or something.
हाँ.
It's not
Like a spoon or something, you said?
Yeah, I'm saying that it's not a spoon. So
It's
we
not.
know that it's not a spoon or some other.
हाँ. Okay, fine. Yeah. But what is not yathatvyam? Means as is नहीं दिख रहा मुझे. I am imposing something on it. मुझे ये पेंसिल दिख रही है. If I believe that this is a pencil, is it a yathatmya ज्ञानम? मुझे लग रहा है कि ये पेंसिल है, मगर is it याथात्म्यम? जैसी ये है वैसी दिख रही. याथात्म्यम मीन्स जैसी ये है वैसी देखना.
No, that is not yatatmika.
हाँ. हाँ जी.
वो आपकी परसेप्शन है, आप परसीव
हाँ.
कर रहे हो.
तो अब आपको लग तो 100% रहा है कि ये पेंसिल ही है, मगर आपका ज्ञान याथात्म्य नहीं है. That means though you may believe you have a right knowledge, but it is not verified. It is still ayathatmyam. It is na yathatmyam. It is not verified. You cannot verify it as a pencil, because when you start verifying it, the data will not match, the fact will not match. You thought it's a pencil, but when you actually start verifying it, it is not a pencil. So, what is tattvam? Absolutely beautiful meaning. He says tattva vittu. Who is that tattva vittu? Excuse me. Tattvam veti. जो तत्वम को जानता है, जो तत्वम को जानता है. Yes, I saw that. It's a gross object. It's panchikrit. Yes, it's an object. So it has a tamasic amsha, correct. But here I'm looking for yathatmya jnanam of a particular object. So what is tattvam? Tattva vittu, first word. Tattvam veti. Iti. ऐसा जानता है. कैसा? याथात्म्यम. जैसा है. क्या है जैसा है? If yesterday's class and today's so far introduction, if you have understood, वो जानता है जैसा है. क्या जानता है? In the verse itself, गुणा.
गुणों को जानता है.
हाँ. गुण कर्म विभागयोः.
विभाग को भी जानता है.
हाँ. Absolutely. So tattva-vid. Vid means knower. जानता है. Atma-vid. Tattva-vid. Brahma-vid. Yes, very good. It's a conglomerate of separate different entities that we agreed to call a pen. Okay, good. Yes. So, tattva-vid, Brahma-vid, Atma-vid, janta hai. There is a tu here. Tattva-vid tu in the verse. Tu shabda, that as it is seen in the verse, means tasya अज्ञानात विशिष्ट्यम आह. ये तू शब्द से in the 27th verse अज्ञान दृष्टि से जो कहा गया, अज्ञानी का जो कहा गया, उससे विशिष्ट होके, other than the अज्ञानी, this tattva-vid, which means he is not a agyani. Separates him, usko vishisht kar deta hai. That is being said here. Then kasya tattvam uh, tattvamityata kasya tattvamityata aha गुण कर्म विभागयोः. क्या जानता है वो? कस्य तत्वमित इतिहाह गुण कर्म विभागयोः. गुण और कर्मों का विभाग जानता है. What are the gunas? देह इंद्रिय अंतकरणानि अहंकाराः पदानि. Padani means pad. By guna, pad, word. Pad means word. Guna word से क्या कहा गया है? देह, इंद्रिय, अंतकरण, अहंकार. And antakarnani means all your antakaranams. Manobuddhi, chit, ahankar. And indriya is also all the indriyas. So your body, your antakaranam, and ahankar. That is meant by guna. Guna word. The word guna indicates that. That's why yesterday we did that entire Panchikaranam. Because there we saw how gunas means deha, indriya, antakaranam. Then karmani cha tesham vyapara bhutani. Guna karma. So what is that karma? In guno se means is deha, indriya, antakaran, ahankar, this individuality, that jiva, इससे जो कर्म हो रहे हैं वो व्यापार. In the nature of that, what would be व्यापार in English? कर्मों का जो व्यापार हो रहा है. Transactions. Very good. The transactions of karmas that are happening because of this body, senses, mind, intellect, ego. Mamakara aspadani iti. And mamakaraha padani iti. It is indicated by mamakara. Mera sharir, mere indriya, mere karam, mera, etc. That is meant by guna karma iti. Then this is samasa padam. That is what is said. Vibhajyate sarvesham jadanam. Jad, jad, inert. Vibhajyate, separating all this. Jad, vikarinam. It is also vikari. So the world is inert and it is also changing. Bhasakatvena. It can be known. Pritham bhavati iti vibhagaha. Can be known by the one who reveals them. उससे अलग कर देता है. वो कौन है जो रिवील करता है इस जड़ और विकारी जगत को? स्वप्रकाश ज्ञान रूपः. It has its own light. It's swaprakasha. It is in the form of knowledge. And that is asanga atma. That atma which is asanga does not get involved in this perception, does not have involvement in this jada vikari jagat. Swaprakasha jnana rupa असंगः आत्मा. इससे विभज्य, इसको अलग कर दिया. So आत्मा, the one who knows, he is not involved in the gunas and the karmas which belong to the realm of the body and generated from aham and mama. Guna karma cha vibhaga cha iti. Okay, this is again Dvandva Samasa. So another grammatical portion. Tayoho guna karma vibhagayoho bhasya bhasakayoho. This is the one Veda. Very beautiful. And this is where you have a lot of texts like Drigdrishya, etc., which come up. It's a prakriya in itself. Guna कर्म विभागयोः, इनमें, according to Atma and Guna Karma on one side, when you keep it in this understanding, then what is the relation between them? The relation is one is a revealer and one is revealed. Revealed is the world. किसको जानते हो? भाष्य है वो, जाना जा सकता है. Exactly as someone said, I can see it, it cannot see me. I can know it, it cannot know me. The one which cannot be, which can be known, भासक, जो उसको जान रहा है. Who is the one who is knowing it, revealing the object? If you say I see a pen, आपकी आंख ने देखा this golaka eye, provided I don't have cataract and I am not jaundiced. Shankara used these examples in one of the bhashyams of Sanskrit of Bhagavad Gita at one verse in second chapter or somewhere. So if I can see, if my eyes are functioning, I have an object in front of me, I see the color and form. If my indriya is functioning, I see the color and form. If my golaka is not there, but my indriya is there, I can't complete a perception of sight. But that indriya, if my is involved, my mind is involved somewhere else. My senses are there, my indriyas are there, but they're involved somewhere else. I still cannot see it. But whatever I am seeing, in which light is it revealed? Is this sunlight revealing the pen? You can all see the sunlight falling on the pen. Is it the sunlight which is revealing the pen? Is it your eyes which is revealing the pen? Is it your indriya which is revealing the pen? Is it your antakarnam, as in your mind and entirety, as in English we would call it, your ahankar, whichever word you want to call? It doesn't matter at that level. आप उतना details में जाने की फिर ज़रूरत नहीं है, because ये भाष्य है, भासक. In which light is this revealed? And this bhasya bhasaka yoho, between guna and karma and atma, the same sambandha is jada chaitanya vikari, vikarin avikarayoho. So there are three things that he has given us viveka of, knowledge of. You can know what is yathatmya jnanam. Coming to a discerned conclusion. क्या जानने जाना जाता है और किसके माध्यम से जाना गया? क्या है जो उसको जानने के काबिल बना रहा है? Means you can know it. What is it that makes you know it? Which light? In whose light is the pen revealed? It's a fascinating portion. This is Jad. It is विकारी. उसका स्वभाव है बदलना. जड़ है लेकिन बदलता है. It deteriorates also. It gets destroyed also. It undergoes a change. It doesn't grow, but it deteriorates. It still has change. Avikari. Which is that avikari? Yaha tattvam. That tattvam is yathatmyam. Yaha veti, जो जानता है. ऐसा क्या भाष्य है, क्या भासक है, क्या जड़ है, क्या चेतन है, क्या विकारी है, क्या अविकारी है. दैट इज याथात्म्य ज्ञानम. जो जानता है, सह गुणाः कारणात्मा कारणात्मका गुणेषु विषयेषु प्रवर्तन्ते. विकारत्वात् न तो निर्विकारी आत्मा इति मत्वा न सज्जते. वो जानता है that gunas are karanaatmaka. शरीर, करण means अंतकरण. गुणेषु विषयेषु, विषय sense objects. So gunaha word means karana, गुणेषु means विषय, प्रवर्तन्ते जाते हैं उसकी तरफ. So our entire indriya. In Katha Upanishad, a verse came. If someone remembers it, those of us who have studied it, uh, not Paranchi Khani, Vyatranat Swayambhu, Paranchi Khani Vyatranat Swayambhu. This Swayambhu, Brahmaji, the creator, has designed our indriyas in such a way that they only move in one direction towards their objective realm. उनकी गति एक ही तरफ है. So the प्रश्न is, क्या ये इंद्रियां अंदर देखती है? क्या इन इंद्रियों के माध्यम से आप अंदर देख सकते हैं? अंदर इज व्हाट? दैट अंतर इज जो भासक है. क्या वो भासक को देख सकता है? इंद्रिया कैनॉट नो. इट्स दैट इज व्हाई इंद्रिया निग्रह इज इंपॉर्टेंट. क्योंकि इंद्रियों का अपना नेचुरल प्रवृत्ति इज आउटसाइड, बाहर जाती है, अपने विषयों की तरफ जाती है. एग्जैक्टली लाइक द 5 horses and the ratha, that chariot example that we did right in the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita starting classes, comes in Kathopanishad also, that they move outside. And that's the only gati they have. The one who knows this entire bhasya jagat, jada jagat, vikari jagat, and is distinct from Atma, nirvikari, chetan, bhasaka, जो ये जानता है कि गुणा सिर्फ गुणों में ही जा सकता है, आत्मा को नहीं जान सकता, और आत्मा मैं हूं, गुणों के बेसिस पे आत्मा नहीं जानी जा सकती, गुणा गुणों में ही रहता है, उसी में विचरता है, उसी में भ्रमण करता है, उसी में स्थित है, उसी का ज्ञान उसको हो सकता है. आंखों को सिर्फ रूप और रंग का ज्ञान हो सकता है, एक्सेट्रा. वन हु नोज दिस, आत्मा इति, निर्विकारी आत्मा इति, मत्वा, जानता है, न सज्जते, वो जुड़ता नहीं है, सक्तिम, न सक्तिम, does not get joined to these gunas, which means what? कर्तृत्व अभिनिवेशम. Sometimes the mind goes, कर्तृत्वम अभिनिवेशम तत्ववत इव न करोति. He says this is, उसमें कर्तृत्वम का अभिनिवेशम एज तत्वम नहीं करता. सो कर्तृत्वम आरोप नहीं करता, मैंने किया नहीं कहता, समझता ही नहीं है. वो मैंने किया, मैं कर रहा हूं, मैं let me rephrase. What is kartritvam? It is your sense of individuality, which is identifying with your organs of action, and that gives you a sense, abhiman, of I am the doer. That is kartritva buddhi. Kartritva. Because a gnani who knows Atma as nirvikari, Atma doesn't do anything, it is akarta, remains akarta, and it's like a blank screen, enables all karmas, allows all karmas. In its presence, the entire karma and its realm works, but itself is akarta. Such a one who knows na saktim, कर्तृत्व अभिमान निवेशम तत्ववत इव न करोति, that this is me, does not do. Okay, 1 minute. अभिनिवेशम अतत्ववित इव न करोति. Atattvavit iva na karoti means like a atattvavit does. Atattvavit means what? Which verse? Who is atattvavit? Huh. No one? Who's
who
atattvavit?
who doesn't have this knowledge of the difference between the gunas and the.
Correct. So the previous verse that we just did. Because these two verses we said are coming as a contrast. Tu shabdaha is showing us the contrast between atattvavit and tattvavit. So that tattvavit which was mentioned in the previous verse, वो कर्ता अभिमान करता है. I am a karta. He is deluded by the gunas and believes himself to be the doer. That is the catch. He is deluded by the gunas and their functions and believes himself to be the doer. Such a one is a tattvavit. He is an agyani. Contrast of it is one who knows gunas work in their own realms. Atma is nowhere involved except it enables, but aham atma iti. जो ये जानता है वो कर्तृत्व भाव में जुड़ता नहीं है, आता नहीं है. अभिनिवेश doesn't enter कर्तृत्वम, does not take on कर्तृत्वम upon himself because गुणा गुणेशु वर्तन्ते. अपने अपने गुणों के हिसाब से कर्म हो रहा है, अपने अपने भी नहीं है, गुणों के हिसाब से कर्म हो रहा है. Therefore, atatvavit iva, like a atatvavit, he does not take on kartritva abhiman. Na karoti, doesn't do. He mahabaho. Maha, as I said, a very unique feature, very slight, not important otherwise, but it's enjoyable. It expands our knowledge and vision. Madhusudanji, every word, how Krishna calls Arjuna, in which verse, by what word, he's given a little comment on that, which many commentaries would not. So, this kind of is a unique feature of one of the unique features of this. O Mahabaho, Mahabaho literal meaning is mighty armed. Mighty arm, जिसकी भुजाएं बहुत muscular है, means he goes to the gym regularly. Yes, absolutely. Mahabaho iti sambodhayan samudrika ukta satpurusha lakshana yogitvat न पृथक जनसाधारण्येन साधारण्येन त्वम अविवेकी भवितुम अर्हसि इति सूचयति. Now what is a महाबाहो word indicating? ये संबोधन करके, महाबाहो is a संबोधन. ओ महाबाहो means जब आप किसी को बुलाते हो, that is calling someone, that is संबोधन here. हे महाबाहो. What is it? That Mahabaho word is Samudrika Ukta Satpurusha Lakshana. There is a particular knowledge called Samudrik Shastra. Can you see the screen? How do I?
Yes, yes, yes.
It's on Wikipedia. I'm just sharing a Wikipedia of Samudrik Shastra. I'm not able to expand it, so you can all refer it.
But we are able to kind of.
You can see. Okay. Okay. So, what is a Samudrik Shastra? It is a part of Indian astrology, according to Wikipedia. It's the study of face reading, aura reading, whole body analysis. And the Sanskrit term Samudrik Shastra translates roughly as knowledge of body features. And that's the point I wanted to come to. I'm coming to refer to this only to say it's a knowledge of body features. ये भी एक हमारा शास्त्र विद्या थी. Almost lost. And why? Because your body is predominantly indicated by your gunas. आपका शरीर आपके गुणों से लक्षित है. कौन से गुण से लक्षित आपका शरीर है? Knowledge of body features. And in this, there is a verse here. Bahu Lakshanam Aha. This is Samudrik Shastra itself. Verses are there of each part, and they are very detailed in a way. Bahu Lakshanam, the one whose bahus are of a particular kind, दोनों बाहों में उनके एक shape है. So there are a lot of shapes. So if you're in Vyavharik Drishti, this was very common up to a little point back. If your arms are long and they reach up to the knees, or if your forearm is long or short compared to upper. So all these were lakshanas, and they have all these details of your facial features, etc., etc. We are not going into all this. My only idea is to say, when he says Samudrik Ukta, according to that Samudrik Shastra, your your arms are Satpuru Lakshana, are those of a Satpurush. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, आपकी भुजाएं, according to the Shastra, the ones that know how to interpret your body features and arrive at a fairly correct guna composition, fairly correct gunas composition, that indicates you are a Satpurusha, yogitvat, of a yogi, of not means separating it from janasadharanye, from common men. You are a Satpurusha Lakshana. Tvam aviveki bhavitum arhasi iti suchayati. Tvam correct. Tvam viveki means, there should be, if I put a comma here, the sentence will make a sense. So, prathak jana sadharanyena, by separating through your body lakshanas also, tvam viveki bhavitum arhasi. You are already a person who is a viveki. That is getting indicated just by saying Mahabaho. Means your body features are also, it's just a very extra point, nothing to do with Tattva Vidya, but it's just more detailed in that sense. Why is Krishna calling him Mahabaho in this context? Tattvavittu Mahabaho Guna Karma Vibhagayoho. Excuse me. Guna guneshu vartante. When you chant it, if you are giving a break according to the padas, then vartante it should be, not vartanta. Vartante iti matva na sajjate. That ekar is missing because of this rule, sandhi rule. So guna guneshu vartante iti matva na sajjate. So the one who knows is not involving himself. So what is the tatparya of 27 and 28 verse? The tatparyam is, it shows the conclusion in the 29th verse. So in the 27th verse, he introduced how kartritva abhiman is there because of delusion caused by ahankar. When you do not know that karmas are born from gunas and Atma is separate from this, you do not know Atma Gyan, so you are involved in karmas which are from gunas. Such a one believes himself to be the karta. And opposite of that is the Tattvavid, which we have done now. So in the 29th verse, he's giving the conclusion that such a Tattvavid, the one who knows, he is a Kritsnavit. He has complete knowledge. Such a one who has complete knowledge, they should not disturb a Kritsnavit, those who do not have complete knowledge. Who are they? Mandan, who are Manda. They don't have full knowledge because they are involved in guna karma, gunas and karmas. They are attached to gunas and karmas, deluded by Prakriti guna. The gunas of the Prakriti, they are deluded by them, believe themselves to be karta, and therefore their knowledge is not yet full. They are manda, their knowledge is not full. Na vichalayet, do not disturb them. Who should not disturb them? Kritsna vidaha, those who are Kritsna vit, who have complete knowledge. Can you chant 29 once? Twice. I'll take a break.
Yes, Diptiji. Okay. Just 1 second. Need to change my glasses.
Take your time.
Okay, 29. Prakriti guna sammudaha sajjante guna karmasu tan kritsna vido mandan kritsna vinna vichalayet. Prakriti gunaka sammudaha sajjante guna karmasu tan kritsna vido mandan kritsna vinna vichalayet.
So the general meaning I've already given. Those prakritehe guna sammudhaha, those who are deluded by the gunas of Prakriti. Who are they? They are mandan. They are manda in their vichar. Akritsnavat, with. They are having incomplete knowledge still. Moreover, guna karmasu, in gunas based karmas, sajjante, they are attached. जुड़े हुए हैं गुणों और कर्मों में, अपने गुणों से कर्मों में जुड़े हुए हैं. तान, उनको. कृत्स्न विदह, the one who knows completely, na vichalayet, they should not disturb these people. Unko, do not disturb them. That's the general, simplest way. And Shankara gives a very short hashim, basically word meaning. Madhusudan gives a little more depth once more, a little more, I shouldn't use the word depth, but expands certain words. Prakritehe, we know now, gunaihi, mudhaha. Who's mudhaha? Sammohitaha. Mohit, completely, mohit, completely deluded. Mohit means deluded. Sammohit means completely deluded. कुछ और दिख ही नहीं रहा उनको except what they want to see, what they are seeing. उनका ज्ञान याथात्म्य नहीं है, गुणों से मूढ़ित है. सम्मोहिताः संताः, santah, they remain deluded. Sajjante, which is here in the moolam, gunanam karmasu, guna karmasu. So they are deluded and remain attached to all these gunas and karmas. And how do they think? What is that expression of that attachment? Vayam karma kurmaha phalaya. We all do karmas for the sake of fruits. Quote unquote. इति. हम कर्म करते हैं फल की प्राप्ति के लिए, फल के लिए, for results. You know, in the corporate sector, how results are important? Targets. They're called targets. You have to meet certain targets. So you have quarterly targets, you have half yearly targets. You have to have that achievement, that result has to be achieved. So there are targets and you have to meet the targets. Vayam karma kurmaha. You know, plural, all plural. We all do karmas. We do karmas. We all do karma for the sake of fruits. फल की प्राप्ति के लिए. Iti, in this manner, Katana, they all, karma sanginaha, they are कर्मों से जुड़े हुए हैं, कर्म करते रहते हैं. कर्मों से जुड़ने का अर्थ क्या है? What is the meaning of कर्मो, कर्म संगीनः? Constantly in an active mode. They need to keep doing something, and not just doing something, they have to do something to get something. That is karma sanginaha. We can all identify people everywhere in the world, almost everyone that we know, because deluded by gunas and karmas. Atma vidya nahi hai. In ignorance, we all have identified with the body. We all look for happiness in the world. We all believe that our happiness lies just round the corner, outside in the world. ये मिल जाएगा तो हम आनंद में रहेंगे, उसके बाद हम शांति से रहेंगे, एक्सेट्रा. उसके बाद हम वेदांता पढ़ेंगे. A lot of people would say that, which means we are always chasing things outside. That is karma sanginaha. Who are these karma sangina? Akritsna vidaha. They do not have complete kritsna vidaha. Here we'll take a little what is the word? We'll take a little keep the word in your mind, because Madhusudan Ji is going to break this open word. Kritsnavid kise kehte hain in his bhashyam. So at this point, we'll leave it as jo complete gyan nahi hai. So what is it? Karma phala matra darshinaha. Only they can only see karma for the sake of phala. Karma phala matra. कर्म तो फल के मात्र ही होता है, फल के लिए ही होता है. कर्म तो फल के लिए ही होता है. कर्म क्यों करना? फल के लिए ही तो करना है. ऐसे देखने वाला. I hope we are able to understand this, because this is ourselves. हमारी भाषा है ये. कर्म क्यों करते हो? कोई कहता है इतना क्यों करते हो? फल के लिए. मतलब only for that sake. जो देखता है दर्शिनः. Who are they? मंदान. इनको मंदान कहा जाता है. शास्त्र मंद किसे कहता है? Not your intellectual faculty is not there to think. This mandan is मंद प्रज्ञान. जिसकी प्रज्ञा, ज्ञान, established ज्ञान is मंद. क्यों मंद है? Because कर्म फल मात्र दर्शिना. उनको बस इतना ही दिखता है, इसलिए वो मंद बुद्धि है, इसलिए वो मंद प्रज्ञा है. They don't know anything more. They can't see beyond. You know, when you have these targets to meet, even anywhere in the world, we know this. People work only because they are going to get something. If they know they will not get something from here, they lose interest instantly. That is manda prajna. On the other hand, kritsnavit. Who is a kritsnavit? Atmavit. Swayam na vichalayet. By yourselves, do not disturb. What does this na vichalayet mean? बुद्धि भेद कारणम. उनकी बुद्धि में भेद मत ले आओ. Means do not confuse their present understanding. Do not confuse them. What does it mean? Do not confuse them. their present knowledge, their present prajna, their present understanding. What is their present understanding? जो
That
ऐसा
we are the
cycle of
kartas.
action is everything.
हाँ जी,
It's this cycle of action. मतलब इच्छा करनी है फिर उसके लिए काम
हाँ
कर्म
फिर वो पूरी होगी.
हाँ
कर्म करना फल के लिए।
हाँ, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। जो इस चीज को बहुत दृढ़ता से मानता है, दृढ़ता इज द वर्ड विच मधुसूदन जी इज गोइंग टू ऐड, जो बहुत फर्मली इस बात को मानता है, बुद्धि भेद कारणम, डू नॉट स्प्लिट देयर थिंकिंग। हाउ विल यू स्प्लिट देम देयर थिंकिंग? हाउ विल यू कंफ्यूज देम?
वो विचलित हो जाएंगे ना, whether to do the karams or whether to do action, they'll get confused. Vichalayat
By
would be
asking
vigilant.
them, by
Whether
asking them not to do, not to do any karma, like by asking them to separate karma and fal, they will get confused कि करना क्या है, because they cannot work without that cycle.
right, that is one way.
Their complete association.
हाँ, अगर तुम बोलो कि फल बिल्कुल ही भूल जाओ तो वो कर्म करने का मोटिवेशन भी चला जाएगा।
Very good, very good. And how further can you confuse them? That's the first point. Just repeat that again, Divya, first.
तो बेसिकली अगर तुम लोगों को बोलो कि तुम फल और कर्म को अलग कर दो, तुम सिर्फ कर्म करो, फल की इच्छा मत करो, तो वो कंफ्यूज ही हो जाएंगे and then they will lose motivation to work.
Correct. That's the first. How further can you add confusion?
मतलब if you leave, like there was one point where you said, right, अगर तुम कर्म संन्यास ले लो, अगर कोई इंसान कर्म संन्यास ले ले तो आपको लगेगा अगर वो ले सकता है तो मैं क्यों नहीं ले सकता, अगर वो क्वालिफाई कर रहा है तो मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकता. So
Absolutely. I think you've understood very well. You can further confuse them by saying कर्म संन्यास ले लो, कर्म संन्यास ही मोक्ष का द्वार है. आत्मा अकर्ता है. If you start telling them the moksha prakaranam, the final stage, before they are qualified, अभी तो ये जुड़े हुए हैं फलों से, इसलिए कर्म करते हैं. They have not even learned. They have no desire for anything else. They have not learned, self-learned yet how to continue action without the fruits. They have not gone through that discipline. They have not gone through that inner transformation. They have not detached their own abhilasha. They have not detached their own desire-seeking mode, fulfillment mode. Since they have not yet learnt that, अभी वो ज्ञान के अधिकारी, पूरे आत्म ज्ञान के फुल अधिकारी नहीं है. आत्मज्ञान की इच्छा के अधिकारी बनने के लिए उनको पहले सिर्फ कर्मों को करते रहने दो. If someone shows interest, yes, I want to grow, I want to grow further, or I want moksha, or I want at least self-development. I want freedom from this stress that all this result causes. Even इसके लिए मुझे कैसे कर्म करने चाहिए, थोड़ा सा अंदर से अगर अपनी जिज्ञासा है उनकी, then put them on the path of self-growth. Otherwise, na vichalayet. Do not disturb their minds. Let them at least continue to act. करते रहने दो उनको फल की इच्छा के लिए ही. They are better off than hypocrites, मिथ्याचारी, जो छोड़ देते हैं अपने कर्मों को and बैठ जाते हैं सोच के कि अब हम, like Arjun wants to take sannyas, that I have grown now, I am not interested in the fruits. They can fool themselves because it looks to be attractive. Don't do that. Buddhi bhed karanam na eva chalanam tat na kuryat iti artha. Do not do that. Do that. Kuryat is the word. ऐसा मत करना. किसको कहा गया है? कृत्स्न विदः को, जिसको पूरा ज्ञान है. Do not disturb those who are attached. At least they are acting. उनको करते तो रहने दो. And when there's a question that very often gets asked, when will I get ready for receiving the knowledge? When is one ready? Not I. When does one get ready for receiving the knowledge? As you keep on doing karmas, at least कर्म करते करते एक विकार आता है मन के अंदर, जब जिज्ञासा थोड़ी जागती है और थोड़ा फल शक्ति छूटती है, because you see the repetitiveness of the cycle of action seeking happiness and the uncertainty of the result. At some point in Jiva's inner growth, वो conclusion आ जाता है, is there something other, is there some other way? Then they become the seekers. And those who start seeking another way, to them, Shastra embraces. They embrace Shastra and Shastra embraces them. This is the way. Otherwise, deluded by Prakriti, deluded by the world, व्यवहारिक दृष्टि, उसी में बैठे रहना, जैसे दुनिया करती है वैसे ही करना, जो ऐसा सोचते हैं, do not disturb them. Let them be. In time they will all mature. Everybody has to move only towards Atma Vidya ultimately. कुछ लोग सीढ़ी के शुरू में हैं, कुछ लोग थोड़े आगे हैं, जाना तो सबको वहीं पे है, बिकॉज वहीं पे मीनिंग आनंद तो अंदर ही है, सो डायरेक्शन तो सबका इधर ही है, बट some people are more involved. Do not disturb them, leave them, give them ideas maybe, but don't thrust it down their throat. Don't force them. Let them remain seeking their fruits, at least. Okay? So, and this verse we will do next time. Again, there is a beautiful connection he takes here. Forgotten. This was correct. Who was a Kritsnavat? He takes it with the help of a Vartika. He takes it with the help of a Vartika, a verse. But we'll do that in the next class. Okay, everyone. We'll conclude here.
Yes, Dipti.
Can you please?
Yes. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःख भाग् भवेत्. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषा. गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम्. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः, पृथ्वी सस्यशालिनी. देशोऽयं शोभरहितः, ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. धन्यवाद दीप्ति जी.
धन्यवाद everyone.
So I just had one small question. Dipti ji.
Recording has
Can I
stopped.
ask?
Yes.
So the
Ending the
basic
screen, everyone.
The broadcast of Facebook Live has stopped.
Sorry.